Hello everyone, this will be my optional video after the end of the entire series showing all 4 types of magic and the best spells I know and the best setup for them. So I'll be showing everything in the Lottery Castle. We start with Pyromancy. First show you the damage. And I think he died after one. And it's lagging. Okay, I'll kill him once again. This is the Great Chaos Fireball. Check the damage. One shot and the lava kills him. That's it. Alright, and this is the... I think it's called Vestige, Chaos Vestige or something like this. Both are required near Demon Ruins. It's below Volnir area. When you collapse the bridge. This doesn't kill him, we have to shoot once again. And it goes through shield if he's shielding, if not, he dies as well. This is more damage, but I think overall damage is better with the lava. So it's up to you. This one you get first, and then you get this one, and you can kill bosses with it. You can kill normal enemies. It has very nice stagger. Overall damage is around 1000, so it's very good. This is for pyromancers. Now for the gear, I'll be only talking about stuff that improves damage. So for the pyro, you only have rings. This is the clutch ring, the Lloyd's sword ring, which you use always. You also always use clutch ring, just not necessarily the same clutch ring. And then you always change those 2 rings. Those are for pyromancy, and for every school of magic there are 2 rings like this. There are 2 rings like this for sorcery, for miracles, and for hexers it's also sorcery. And we have 4 rings for clutched. We have fire, lightning, which goes for miracles. And then we have dark, which works for dark sorcery, and magic works for magic. So those 4 rings are key for every build, for every caster. This is basically the pyromancer, it's all you need. Okay, I'll be switching now to, let's say, let's do now the lightning. I think Yorshka is better. Yes, Yorshka is better. So we are using Yorshka. Also nothing else improves it at this point, so we only switch this one to lightning and those 2 to miracles. So we look around other rings. This is the better one for miracles, and this is the worse for miracles. Okay, so this is the full setup. We have to now switch spell and show in a moment. I'll compare 2 spells. This is the DLC one that some people use. It's quite good, but not the best. And this is the best one you want. The Sun Spear, it's from the Lot of Cinder. So let me just reset him. Also, there's nothing else you can do about miracles, it's just the rings. Okay, 1333 damage, and he goes down. I just collect the items. We kill once again. Then I'm just gonna show you the second spell. Also, it's worth mentioning that some spells will go through shields, depends what kind of shields they use. They can also go through resistances. So some enemies are more resistant or less resistant to specific types of magic. So you can try all 4 types, and you will see which one does the most. And this is the weaker one. It's 769, but you may also use it and find it much earlier. Once you go to second DLC, then you have it. It's not bad actually. It takes less. Let's see the cost actually. Yeah, this one is 19, this one is 48, so it's better to use smaller one if you don't have much mana and if you are fighting weak enemies. Alright, now we'll be moving to sorcery, which is quite complex. For sorcery we will show you the best one, which is Crystal Spear, and I think that's it actually. Yeah, this is probably the best spell, maybe this one as well. Okay, and now we have to switch everything, but for sorcery we have more items. So we start with the rings, again clutched. This one is the same, and then we switch to sorcery. So this is the dragon ring and the other dragon ring. Okay, those are the 4, and now we want additionally, of course, the best the best casting device is Logan's at this point, I think. Yeah, Crystal Sage might be better with the buff because it gives 40% bonus. This buff gives 12.5% bonus, but I don't have it maxed, and you would have to use it with buff, which I don't want to use. I'm just showing unbuffed. And the second thing you need is this dagger. It drops from the candle people in Great Archives. So those two items, and also the hat. The hat is Crown of Dusk. So we have 5 items, 4 rings, the hat, and the dagger, and the best casting device as always. And let's first maybe reset, cast it, and we see the damage from just the normal spells. And I'll tell you a little bit about buffing and additional bonus buffs that you can use. Yeah, this almost killed him, but it was 1000 damage. This was 1298, so very strong. I think it's slightly weaker than the Sunlight Spear in this case. I throw one once more. Might go through those two guys. Yes, 2 kills at once. See, it's very effective. And one hit kills as well. My casting speed is not the best because I only have like 15 dexterity. I'll just collect. Alright. Also, you can farm here sunlight medals, which might be used to get one of the buffs that I will be talking in a moment. Now, the best, probably best spell I know. We are going to switch to just the spell. Now you have to switch for this, for darkness, you have to switch a couple of things. You have to switch the head to the DLC head, the second DLC head. Then you have to switch Clutched Ring into Dark Clutched Ring. And the rest is the same. This applies also for Dark Sorcery. This one works, this one is not this one. We should be using the Marquee Staff. It's actually better, it's 244. And this one is 255. Maybe it's even stronger at +3. You know what? I'll check it. I'll check it if Izalith +3 is already better. Because it might be. I always use Marquee, because Marquee was better when I was testing it before. And let's reset and let's hit him. Let's see the damage. I'll also try the other one. Okay, so this is the general damage. 1184. Let's see the Isolate. Is it more? Yes, it's more. 1238. So it seems that on this setup with 73 intelligence and 71 fate, Izalith is already better. So you should basically make it +5. But you can also get this one in DLC, and Izalith is hidden in the Demon Ruins as well. You have to basically look it up on the wiki where it is. So +5 would be better. I'll also compare for the sake of it with buff and without buff. I think this one is Isolate. Let's buff it and let's hit it. Okay, so Isolate +3 does 1362, and if we use the other one, the Marquee, oh, maybe Marquee has better buff because this is DLC stuff. How much is it? 1421. See, the buff is actually better on this one, even though well, the other one is +3 only. It hits more without buff, I think, but with buff it's better. Let's see once again. Okay, Marquee normally 1184. Isolate. Let's see Isolate. How much is it? Yeah, Isolate is stronger without buff at this point, and Marquee is stronger with buff, which is quite weird. Well, basically you have to check both staffs. You can make them +5 or +4 and just compare with your stats which one is better. But this spell is very good, it's very effective. It's easy to get once you get to second DLC, to Ring City, either through the first DLC or just before the Lord of Cinder, you can get it. It's just lying there after a hidden wall. So you can get both Marky stuff and this spell. And this is actually very good darkness spell if you wanna be Hexer. Also, if somebody is weak to darkness, it's gonna be more damage. Same goes for every other element. If something is weak to fire, it's gonna take more from fire. If lightning, magic, then magic. So you can switch those 4 things on all bosses. I'm actually going to probably go up with the stuff, the Isolate. I probably don't have enough Titanites for it, but I'm probably gonna test it as well. So yeah, that will be the 4 things. And now the more important thing that I wanted to show you is the buffs, the additional buffs, because you can actually buff through Sacred Oath, which I have to get rid of something. Is it? No, I have to do it like this. Get rid of it, and now we do Sacred Oath. So I'm gonna show the same thing, maybe on this one, with Sacred Oath, but then I have to use one more item to buff. Give me a second, it's a bit complicated. Sacred Oath is a miracle, so I have to use like this. We have to buff with Sacred Oath, then buff the staff, and then hit. Basically, Sacred Oath is going to improve your damage for a short time with everything, so you can always use it. Now we buff the staff. Let's make it this one. And let's attack. See, 1564. And it can go even higher. So, Marquee 1564, I will do the same thing once again with the Isolate. And this is not the end yet. There's one more spell which I don't have, but I'm gonna tell you in a moment. Okay, so again, we buff, make sure we are buffed. Then we pick the staff. It's this one. We buff it. Dagger still works because it's on our back. And now we do the damage. Oh, we won't be able to do the damage, or we will. No, we won't be. Once again, please work. 1362, and it still worked, but I lost 15% from the full HP. So once again with Isolate. Okay, let's not screw it up this time. I'm trying to test it, really. I'm trying here. Okay. Buff the staff. Switch. No. Just cast it. Yes, 1498. So it seems that Marquee was better after all. So far. I don't know if it's +5, so it might be better. Okay, so now I show you the alternative to this. You basically can use either this Sacred Oath, which you will need to give 10 Sun Medals to the Sun Covenant. But you can also use... Where is it? You can use this. This is DLC item that buffs you. So you can use this. Give it one more try. Also, it works for every type of damage. So you just buff yourself with either Sacred Oath or this. And then you can do the same thing. Buff the staff, and then we hit. Should work. Yes, 1421. That's the damage. Okay. Also, you can put another buff on top of it. So when you buff with the Sacred Oath, or the banner, or the Sunsword, or whatever it's called, which I don't have actually. It's in a Lothric Castle somewhere, so we have to find it. If you don't have DLC, you can use, instead of banner, you can use Sunsword, or you can just get the Sacred Oath and buff yourself with Sacred Oath. So after this buff, not before, you can use Deep Protection. If you use Deep Protection first and then Sacred Oath, it's gonna cancel each other, so only one will be active. So after Sacred Oath, you can use Deep Protection. Deep Protection comes from the Braille Tome, which you give to you give it to the Miracle Lady, I think to her, or maybe to another NPC. I'm not entirely sure. Maybe it's the one that is optional. I'm not sure exactly. I gave it to Irina and I didn't buy it, and then she disappeared because I screw up the quest, so I don't have it. But if you also use deep protection, it's even more. You can check first video in my previous series for melee. I'm showcasing exactly this spell, and I tested it with the protection. I'm giving you damage there. I think it's 1875, the most that I did. So you can put 2 buffs on top of your magic. You can use Sacred Oath and Deep Protection on top of it. And also you can buff your Catalyst, I would say. You cannot buff Glove, you cannot buff the... what is it called? You cannot buff the Bell, or whatever it's called. What you can do is you can use the special weapon from DLC to improve lightning damage, but I think it's the same as Sacred Oath. I think it's the same damage, so you can use this and it's gonna buff you for lightning damage, so you can do more damage with miracles. But since Sacred Oath does the same and I don't think they stack, it's up to you whichever you use. It's probably the same stuff, so you can buff yourself like this and even cast with it, but there's no point because Yorshka is better. So yes, you basically have 2 buffs always, whether it's an item or it's just Sacred Oath as a miracle. Then Deep Protection as well, you just cast it and it works. And then you have 4 rings and Dagger that works for magic and hexes, and heads that work for magic and hexes as well. There is no head for miracles and no other item, and so goes for pyromancy. So I think that would be it. It's basically it. So once again, this is the spell for darkness. For magic you want Crystal Spear. For pyromancy is Great Chaos Fireball or the Vestiges, and for miracles it's Sunlight Spear. So that would conclude all my guide for caster. I was using those spells the entire game. You saw some of them on the boss fights. And yeah, that would be it. The only thing I wanted to ask you at the end is when you have better results, when you have found anything stronger or any other way to boost it, I would be very happy. But I don't want glitches. I don't want tricks like hail casting, switching spells in the middle, some stuff that might be patched, and nothing like that. But if you tested some other setups, maybe with something I missed, or maybe you have found some better spell, stronger. I'm not sure if it works on everybody. I know there's one pyromancy spell that is supposed to be strong, but it's very close contact. So if you have any better damage outputs that I was showing here, I would be very grateful for you to share. Of course, I know that with 99 Fate and Intelligence it will be slightly more, and I'm not sure how my all casting devices would behave if I had 99 Strength and Intelligence. They might scale differently. So if you have better results with basically this stuff that I was showing, or anything else additional that I missed aside from Deep Protection, then please share it. Write me a comment, or maybe you can send me a link, or somehow direct me to another video which is showing it. I would be very happy, but I would like it to be as updated as possible, not something that was like a year ago and it's patched already. So that will be it. It concludes the entire series. That was the Caster is Faster playthrough. I showed you all the bosses from the whole game and DLCs, tactics for them. With this particular wait a minute, let's show you. With this particular set of stats. So that's what I had. That's how I beaten the game with, and I showed you all my most powerful magic that I was using for farming and killing bosses. And I think that's it. If you have any questions, I'll try to explain and answer the best I can. And if you really want me to record something, you can always ask. I might add it to a different series, or to one of those 2 series, or maybe even make a new one, make a new series, maybe. But for now, I'll be probably finishing for a quite long time. If some need arises and you want me to record something specific, aside from maybe Soul Level 1 runs and speedrunning, which I hate, but if you want something else, something specific, then just write a comment, and if it's something I can do and I will feel like doing or be able to do, then I will do it for you. And if you have questions I no answer for, I'll try to answer instantly, or Google it, or look on Wiki and so on, and give you an answer as well. So yeah, thank you guys for staying with me for the entire series. I will see you somewhere in the future on probably other videos from other games, maybe even from Dark Souls. So that will be it. Game on and have fun with Dark Souls 3 and other games. See you around.